Hello, welcome back to a new video tutorial. Today we're going to learn something different than just crocheting stuff. So we're going to learn how to do snowflakes. A lot of things had happened to me since the last time I did my last video tutorial. One of them is I moved out of my country and I'm here in the United States going to college and having so much fun. And since we are in winter, I decided to do something related with winter. The camera will look different. What are you guys used to? Because I don't have my tripod with me. I gave it to one of my best friends before moving here to Utah. Living as a college student here involves to be very creative with your budget. I love to decorate my dorm. I love to be creative, but sometimes I don't have a lot of money. So this thing, you only need two things, which are scissors and paper. This time I'm going to use the rest of notebook paper from my last semester. And the first thing you need to do is to convert this into a perfect square. You see that the notebooks, they have this line here. You can cut here, cut through this line. And so we avoid those holes. And now how to make a perfect square out of this, you just need to fold it like this. You need to make sure the line it's perfectly, there's like a perfect line here, and it will look like this. Now you need to use this line here. You need to cut through here, right? Use your scissor. And voila, you have a perfect square. Keep this technique in mind when you need to have a perfect square for future handcrafts. Now we're going to the action, which is doing the snowflake. Since we already have this line here, we use this as this line here. It's very important. You will see it when we do the snowflake. The first thing we need to do is we need to fold our perfectly square piece of paper like this. Okay. Just make sure. And then you're going to take one of the sides of it and fold it like this. Yeah, it's intentionally that a little of the paper will come off, right? And then you're gonna turn it and do the same with the other side. And now we're gonna fold it again like this. Now here's where the fun part comes. Now we're going to start cutting and do the designs we want to do. Just be creative. Do whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to use the lines of the notebook to guide me. I'm going to just do this. Just be creative and, you know, just come up with creative things. The good thing about doing snowflakes is that it will always look symmetrical, and sometimes beauty is about symmetry, you know, and so it doesn't matter how many weird shapes you do, you will come up with something beautiful. Now I'm done, and voila! A perfectly round snowflake. If you don't like it how it looks like, you can always fold it back, right? You can always fold it back and do something else. You can, for example, cut here. You can try to do something like this, right? And voila. And here's your snowflake. You can do a lot of things. And for example, there's another optional things that you can use. You can use crayons and to color the paper. Why crayons? Because I like the texture. I did this one with crayons and I like the texture. It contrasts with the perfect symmetry. You can do them the size you want. You can do small snowflakes, small white snowflakes if you want. And you can also use a marker to draw patterns in the piece of paper before you draw on it. There's a lot of free patterns online that are really, really easy to make. And also, this is really good, especially for parents. If you have a bunch of magazines that you just don't know what to do with them, you can do snowflakes out of magazines. This is a win-win situation because if you have a bunch of paper to do, you have a bunch of magazines and paper you don't know what to do with, you can just give your kids a pair of scissors and all magazines, and voila. Also for girls' dorms, this looks really, really chic. It looks kind of vintage and chic to have snowflakes made out of magazines. I picked really nice pages and it will look different. Thank you so much for watching my video tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget to visit my new blog. We have a lot of cute things going on there. A new approach and a lot of really nice surprise going on. Well, thank you so much and have a nice day.